But I have to remember as I do this, there's a little pause button on the recording button. When I use that to pause, I need to hit on that side also to unpause. Anywhere else on the button immediately stops the recording. I'm just going to turn this stuff on and leave it on now. Okay. Came from the top. And there was like a pearl. Little world is round message. Two treasures in this secret spot. And I decided on going to Zahan. Which is down here. So what's we're gonna do? We're gonna find all these boxes and treasures that we know to find. Two, one. Oh boy. Oh, have I think I've actually found them all. Okay. That's pretty cool, actually. Panda's losing 15 minutes of progress because he decided to get some food and drink. And then hit the wrong button to resume. You there! You came by ship, did you not? Tell me, did you see any fishermen endeavoring to reach the village on your journey? Maybe. I don't believe so. Why? Is all not well? My husband and his crew set sail some days ago, but no one has seen them since. I long to believe they have run aground on some island and find themselves unable to return till their ship is repaired. And yet, you cannot help but fear that the worst has come to pass. Yes. I know I should tell myself that my dear Sylvester is no more. Yeah, I still hope that one day he will appear at my door, as if nothing were amiss at all. A foolish daydream, I know, and one that cuts me to the quick. It hurts me most that I did not even say goodbye. Tell us, good fishwife, whither was your husband headed? Wherefore? We're on a journey across this realm to bring peace to the people's hearts. If we can help you find your husband, it would be our honor. If your ship was wrecked, then so might yours be. I could not ask you to take such a risk, could I? Risk is our middle name. We know full well what dangers await us, but we are resolved to face them. Indeed, we have faced many such dangers on our journey thus far, and overcome them all. That means so much to me, even if should you fail to find him, at least I would know how to live the rest of my life. If you learn more, pray speak with the man tending to the boats. Is he a fellow fisherman? Yes, one of the few who did not join him that day. But he'll be able to tell you whether my husband and his men were headed. Thank you again, and please, be safe. It's a tangle web. Okay. Ba-da-ba. Seed of stamina, and a bag. There's a mention about Roach Fastfinger. I think this guy. From the distant sloughs, charged by his people with seeking out the wanted villain Roach Fastfinger. Cal Scoundrel did abscond from that place with a key much valued by the villagers. The shock. This is the village of maidens. And the children. Last fishing trip, I had to remain behind that day. Came down with a ghastly illness. Who knew it proved to be a blessing in disguise? Do you know which fishing ground your companions were making for? We are of a mind to follow in their way. Why in the goddess's name would you want to do that? The mermaids will devour you alive. Did you just say... I did indeed. Those sirens of Mord lured many a man to his doom. Well, you think that the stuff of fairy tales, but I assure you they're all too real. I was just a boy when it happened, something just like this. I mean, a ship and souls aboard were lost? Precisely. A mermaid ensnared one of the fishers in her thrall. Told everyone who had listened about her, but nary a soul would believed him. And one day his boat sank to the depths of the ocean, neither it nor its crew to be seen again. All except the man himself. He washed up on shore the next morning. Alive? As I said, this is no fairy tale. In his cold, clammy hand he clutched an earring, the selfsame he had boasted about receiving from his beloved mermaid. Zounds, the creature pulled the man and his entire ship down to the depths then. So goes the tale. Afterwards, the villagers took the earring and enshrined it into the islet to the west together with the set of sacred claws, that their divine power might ward away the mermaid's evil. sever our connection with them once and for all. Sylvester thought a mere superstition. He blamed the man's demise on bad luck and stormy seas. Doubtless the mermaids bristled at being dismissed so easily. He tempted fate, and it proved his undoing. Yes, well, if any merfolk are listening at present, I would like to make clear that I believe you exist. If it is men they seek, then mayhap we will have better luck escaping their clutches. After all, should either of you become enthralled, I will be there to restore you to your senses with a sharp slap to the face. Now, for most generous, dear cousin, but we would not wish to trouble you so. Yours is a doughty fellowship indeed. I shall mark the spot on your map, but I pray thee, if you mean to go, then go with caution. With caution, indeed. Okay. Bag it. Bag it. Did we find any calls? They might be locked away. This little retarded suit Hermes hat. Feels a little retarded just means that it's resistant to being stop spelled. Okay. And then these have these things that you need step guard for, and we can't get to the actual treasures now. Okay. Alrighty. Does take us a little bit faster, actually. Actually. That looks like a shrine.
I shall speak you aside.
Bye. Those guys are annoying. I was like, what are we... Where were we? This could be dangerous travel. Fun. If memory serves me correctly, the Prince of Canik gets cursed here, or sick, or something. Another sexy level. They're not quite where they're marked. And it's another blue one. Okay.
Was this place once a town? If it was, it would seem to have been some time since anybody lived here. Well, town or no, I grow weary. Shall we rest a while before continuing on our way?
Fools! This is no resting place.
Who are you?
Were those devils to discover you, they would surely... Please, you must follow me.
What is the meaning of this?
Still thy tongue and move, girl, quickly! This way!
This is...
The Burrowell town.
An entire town lay beneath our feet?
What is this? Outsiders? Were they seen? Pray tell me they were not.
They were not. I did bring them below as quickly as I was able.
If I might ask, where precisely are we?
Burrowell, a town established by those fortunate enough to escape Rendarak with their lives. We chose to dwell beneath the earth that we might better evade detection by marauding fiends. This place lieth but a stone's throw from foul Hargon's lair. Great care must be taken to avoid his minion's gaze.
Truly, his dwelling place is close by.
Aye, in Rendarak, which was once a land both fair and free, until he did build a shrine unto himself at its center.
You must tell us. How might we gain access to this shrine?
Gain? No human may safely approach it. Besides, it is girded all about by mountains, and the lands around it teem with Hargon's underlings. To venture near it is to invite certain death.
A direful place indeed.
Yet we are of the line of mighty Erdrick, and will journey there nonetheless. The world must be rid of Hargon's evil. To have learned of his dwelling place is a boon indeed. You have our thanks.
The line of Erdrick, you say? Well, make yourselves at home. But when you wish to return to the surface, pray speak with the guardsman over yonder. He will go before you and ensure that no monsters lurk nearby. Very well. You will excuse me.
Bam, 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 bam. Interesting. Oh, I see. Hello. Mink mantle. Way beyond our price range. It's a boom scroll. And a platinum shield. Platinum shield is impressively impervious to fire. Cool. This town is presented a little bit differently than original. Burrowed town now instead of item store and a bank. Robe of Serenity is just the princess's thing. Okay. Tombola tickets. Check out my Ian's. Piece of iron headgear. Apparently there's a place where you can eventually buy them. Which would be a good way to Alright, one last thing to look at then.
Silence of the hero's line. Then this is surely the perfect opportunity. Come, we must strike while they are yet with us.
I had suspected thou would say as much. Wouldst thou so blithely shatter the peace we've striven so hard to safeguard? I have told thee, have I not? As long as the stone is ours, we have naught to fear.
Thee and thy precious stone. Far better to seek the help of heroes than of some goddess-forsaken rock.
Hello? What you guys plotting?
Might there be something we can help you with, perhaps?
Thy timing is perfect, friend. We would ask that thy company stand beside us in battle.
Perhaps if you might explain a little more.
But of course, I'm captain of the town guard. And let us just say that myself and the chief are not entirely in agreement on how our home might best be protected. We live here in meekness and silence, that the fiends above might not discover us. A guard is posted air overhead, and precious few of us are suffered to leave the town, lest, heavens forbid, we encounter our tormentors.
With Hargon hard by, this is a wise policy indeed.
It is. And yet, this is no way to live. For how long do we mean to subject ourselves to this tiresome life of creeping and cowering? Far better surely to run not from the next cry of monster, but towards it. To stand as one, and strike down those who would strike us down ere they have the chance.
And invite their fellows to come a-looking for them when they fail to return. And this, assuming we are even able to overcome them in the first place. What sacrifices might the guard, nay, the town, be forced to make shouldst thou fail in thy proposed endeavor?
And so thou proposest that we stand ready with thy wondrous rock, hoping to bargain for our lives instead, should the time come.
Wondrous rock?
A stone possessed of magical properties. One need only touch it to feel its power. It seemeth the fiends do covet it most mightily.
Could it be?
I had thought to offer it up should Hargon's underlings discover the town, and in exchange for it asked that we be allowed to walk away unscathed.
Uh-huh.
Thou wouldst bargain with demons, and expect them to listen. Nay, the fiends would surely take the stone for themselves, and slay us all regardless. Better to stand and fight from the first.
And what of the town elders, and its babes in arms? Wouldst thou have them too stand and fight? To do so would be suicide. Though the chance of success might be slim, surely 'tis better to attempt to bargain with them than to risk slaughter. And besides, to take a life is no easy feat, even the life of a monster.
The captain has the right of it. One cannot hide from monsters and hope for the best. One must eradicate them at the first opportunity.
But what of those who fight? What if they should be hurt, or worse?
At least they will have fought. Better that than to hide and hope, only to be discovered and slaughtered regardless. Do you not agree, cousin? Or would you too choose the path of appeasement?
I stand with the chief. We've seen enough death.
Well, surely you must have an opinion one way or the other.
I guess you will end up talking to who you agree with. And these doors won't open. fighting is better than not in this situation, I would say. Really wish to see as many people as possible spared the horrors of war as this coward is, perhaps. Perhaps, nonetheless. It's a tough situation. Like, both viewpoints have some validity. Chief, Captain, or apart from or ground. I think when push comes to shove, though, you'd rather have your, monsters, perhaps a scouting party. When push comes to shove, you'd rather have the people fighting than not. Entranceway has been sealed and we await further orders. Perfect. Come, let us rid you of this monstrous menace. With thine aid, perchance we might prevail. No more shall we be punished for crimes not our own. But wait! Fools, come, after them! I don't think it really matters who you agree with. I think it pushes the next story point nonetheless. Ooh, shit. Oh, there's a... just a scale shield, huh? Okay.
I am wounded.
Calm yourself, please. Your hurt is not a grave one.
But the blood...
What nest of humans have we stumbled upon here? Come, aid me in destroying them. Lord Hargon shall hear of our achievement. But what, worm? Again you tremble and stutter and dither like a ninny, and you call yourself a monster? Watch as I slay these humans here, then do as I do. The little one shall be yours.
Please, is there naught we might do to convince you to leave these poor people in peace? Must we fight? Is there truly no other way?
Pathetic! Humans will ever beg for their worthless lives, and we monsters will ever laugh as we take them. No, boy. There is no other way but this.
Look out!
It's not weak to swoosh.
Now I'm angry! Never fear!
Less resistant to sap. That's not great. Crackle.
May your blood run cold!
Crackle is effective.
close.
Mid-heal!
Much better.
Re-heal!
We're getting there.
Be strong!
Mid-heal and mid-heal. Thank you.
Mid-heal!
I must focus.
Thank you. I think at this point we should focus offensively.
Mid-heal!
Ah! Crackle!
Oh, nice.
Just desserts.
No kidding. Level 23 for Lizzie. Drain magic.
There was no reasoning with that wicked creature. There never would have been. Please, I beg of you, spare me. Do you think us foolish enough to fall for such theatrics? Huh? I swear to you, this is no ruse. I do not wish to fight with humans. I cannot.
But you serve Hargon, do you not?
I do, albeit poorly, for I am unable to raise a claw in anger, as I say. What poison is this? You wish us to believe that you have never harmed a human, and by so doing save your worthless life. Would you extend the same mercy to others? The people of Moonbrook, perhaps? Did you beg of foul Hargon that he spare the lives of those poor innocents as you beg for your own? No. At best you did naught but stand by and watch as they were slaughtered. You are as guilty as the rest of your kind. Though they pleaded to be spared, my people's pleas fell on deaf ears. They were cut down where they stood, and now you ask that we heed your own pleas for mercy? I know not what to say. It is true. I stood by and listened as my companions spoke of eradicating your kind. I did naught to stop them. I gave little thought to the terror they endured. But now I know that terror for myself. And in knowing it, I see for the first time the gravity of the crimes my kind have inflicted and continue to inflict upon yours. You are correct in all that you have said. I am a monster in the truest sense of the word, and I do not deserve to be spared.
And yet we will spare you.
Ah, and I shall not spare you. You who did nothing as Moonbrook was laid waste!
Wait! He is a monster, this much is true, and a servant of foul Hargon. Nonetheless, through our veins flows the blood of heroes. Is it the act of a hero to strike down an enemy who repents, who begs plaintively for mercy?
Ah! Why do you ask this of me now?
Because it pains you to do this. I see it, even as you raise your hand to strike, but you think it a betrayal of your people not to strike. And so you would do so regardless. But please, I beg of you, stay your hand.
Would my people not hate me for sparing this pathetic creature?
I know not, but think instead of this. What would your father have said?
He would have told me that he loved me no matter what I chose to do.
Her tragedy is a little more fleshed out in this version. Forgive me, I had thought it all so simple, but I had never known the terror of true battle. Though my sword was drawn, I could scarce lift it, and my knees knocked unto those of a frightened child. You had the right of it all along, Chief, though it is easy to speak of fighting fiends and reuniting home replete with tales of heroism. 'Tis a far harder thing to do it. And I pray that one day you might see fit to forgive my foolishness. Nonsense. I too was a fool. What manner of man imagineth that a monster can be reasoned with? As if we were equals at the bargaining table and not the bitterest of foes. As you said, they would have simply taken the stone and our lives with it. It is I who should be seeking thy forgiveness. Ahem, the stone of which you speak, might we be permitted to examine it. We seek just such an item as it happens. Alas, it is not here in the village. It was hidden away in a shrine of a certain island east of here for safekeeping. But it is yours, should you wish it. That our holding on to it will do little good for any of us is more than proven. Truly? Truly. Here's a letter. This letter shall show to the guardsmen that you are deserving of entry. This be your thanks for coming to our aid, and my apology for the trouble we have caused you. Our struggle with the monsters is far from over. You have tipped the scales in our favor, however, slightly. No more fiends have emerged, and the ones whose lives he spared did go by his own volition into a cell in the town jail. He seemeth more than willing to apprise us of his fellow monsters' movements and motivations, if it might help spare even one life, as he put it. I pray that the knowledge he offereth might help us evade the monster's notice for a little while longer. Yes, that would be most agreeable. We have caused you much inconvenience. Please lay down your heads at the inn ere you depart. A night's rest free of charge is the very least we can do.